Hey guys, and welcome to the Lazy Lemon Creations podcast. My name is Lindsay, and you can find me on Instagram as Lazy Lemon Creations, and you can find me on Ravelry as Lazy Lemon. This is my podcast all about my knitting and crochet. Today it is just knitting, and it is the same as last episode. But anytime I do anything extra, it'll also be included, but I just haven't felt like crocheting, and I haven't felt like cross-stitching either, so today is just going to have some knitting along with it. I live in the heart of the New River Valley with my husband and our 2 kids, both of which are in school today, except for my husband, who is over in the living room right now. So if you hear him, I apologize. And also, I'm running laundry. So if you hear that, I apologize. Today is Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday, November 16th, and it is 8:53 in the morning. So I am showered and ready to get the day going, and the kids are gone, so hopefully I can get this filmed before it's time to go pick them up in just a few short hours. Thursdays are our short days. I will have all the show notes down below in the description. Any links that I have posted to patterns, bags, designs, anything like that will be down below as well. So let's get into it. As I said earlier, it's the same as last week. I have no FOs. I was supposed to have an FO, and then I messed up and realized that I made the wrong size. So let's get into it with whips. We'll start with this one. It is a sock that's in my Daisy Girl and Company bag. It's a little girl with her all of her reindeer. I love it so much. Is it reindeer or reindeers? I think it's reindeer, just like deer and fish. But I could be wrong. I don't know. So, first up, let's see. This first sock that I have, let's see if I can get it on the sock blocker. I don't even know if it's going to fit on the sock blocker because it is a little bitty thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little bitty thing. Okay, so it's not going to show on the sock blocker correctly. I mean, I can show it on the sock blocker for the stripes, but this is the heel because that's how small the little kid's foot is. I am making these socks for a friend from church who requested that she wanted her kids to have some hand knit socks, and this colorway is Knit Picks Felici in the Psychedelic Sunset. See if I can get that label to focus. There we go. And I knew that I needed a smaller circumference in the sock, and so I knit the first one, and I tried it out with, I want to say 56 stitches, and that seemed to be good. And then I made the entire sock for an adult. I just got into knitting and completely forgot. So then I had to rip this sock back and size it for the child that I was making, who is like 5. So this is the first sock, and then I went to cast on the second sock and finished it before I realized that I was making a kid version again, and I cast on 64 stitches. And so I cast on 64 stitches and I knit the whole sock. Then when I went to compare them, I realized I made the wrong size. So I had to take it out, and then I had to restart. So here is my second sock, maybe. Yeah. Just started the cuff again last night because I had 64 stitches and not the 56 that I need for the kid size. So that is the first pair that I'm getting done for this friend. She has 2 other kids as well, and I have their yarn over here. Those will be easier once I remember to keep the right count in mind, but I'm not used to making kid socks, so doing 56 stitches was not difficult by any means, but it was new and I forgot. So when I went to cast on the second sock, I did 64 because that's habit. I knit the whole sock, then realized I did it wrong. So yay me, I should keep better notes. This morning I have some coffee because if you remember last time, I yawned the whole time. So I made sure this morning that I had some coffee with me so that I wasn't tired. And it is running on coffee and Christmas cheer with French vanilla creamer. I like French vanilla creamer. I'm very basic. I like it plain and simple. I'm not a big flavor person when it comes to creamers, but some French vanilla, just straight French vanilla, or even just classic cream, I guess. But that's really all I need. And then the second thing that I've been working on that I was supposed to finish, and I haven't, I really haven't, is, if I can get it out, hold on, let me show you the bag. Oh, I didn't say, with these socks. I am knitting them on ChowGoo red lace 32-inch cable, 56 stitches. And the heel that I am doing is the magic heel. The pattern will be down below, but those are really good for kids because they can wear them for probably a few years and get the most out of them because the heel is not officially set, so they don't have to worry about growing out of it and then not being able to fix that. So the next thing I have, if you know, you know, this is my ginger my ginger snap fibers bag that I have here. It's my Litmus cowl. But let's show you guys, if I can figure out where everything is. Sorry. Okay. I'm working on it currently, so you can still see the end there attached to it. But the last time I showed it, let's get all those colors out. The last time I showed it, I was right here. My little cast stitch marker, he's flying around. And I've done this in, I don't know, it's been what, 3 weeks? It's been 3 weeks since I've podcasted, so let's take him out because I podcasted right before Halloween, the last episode. And let's move him up so that when I podcast again, we can see that he's done. He's going to be done. My next episode, he will be done. I'm calling it now. But that's where he's going to ride now. So this is the Litmus cowl. The yarn that I am using is, the black yarn is Knit Picks Felici in the color Midnight, and the rainbow color is Cuttlebums yarn in, well, I'm just gonna drop it. It's the Cuttlebums yarn in Birthday Rainbow, and I absolutely love it. Lisa of 72 Stitches, Amy of Happy Little Yarn, and myself are all knitting that. Lisa has finished hers, and I might come in second, I don't know. And then Amy is doing hers. Lisa did it with gray, I'm doing it with black, Amy's doing it with white. And I think it's gonna look really cool with all of us having the same cowl, but in different variations. So I like that. I like that change. So we're doing that. Speaking of Lisa and Amy, we are hosting a make-along, knit-along, that ends in 2 weeks. 2 weeks as of today. You have all of next week, and then up until Thursday of the following week to finish all of your stuff for, hopefully editing Lindsay puts the words right there, for a make-along that we are doing together. You can post all of your finished objects, your whips, anything like that on Instagram as long as you use the hashtags. Lisa, Amy, and I will each pick one winner. So there will be 3 winners in total, and you will win a pattern prize from Ravelry, and we will coordinate with each winner once the cowl ends 2 weeks from today. So make sure you're using that hashtag on really anything. If you're working on something or if you finish something, throw it in there. The intention of the make-along was to get stuff done for the holidays so that when December hits, everybody's ready for Advent knitting, last minute gift knitting, anything else that you need to get done. And so utilize the make along to motivate yourself and get it done so that you're ready for the holiday season and that your knitting is your own and that you get to enjoy it for the holidays. So that's what the purpose of it was. We've really enjoyed it. I've actually not made as much as I thought I was going to make in this, just getting caught up in stuff, but that's life. So going back to my Litmus cowl, that was knit on Chalgu red lace 16-inch cable. I want to say it's a size 2. Again, all of this it'll be down below. It'll be linked on either a Ravelry page or my project pages. I don't know, just winging it today. I don't have any project notes because there's nothing that's changed since last episode, and it is what it is today. But I need to keep drinking my coffee so that I don't yawn, because I really don't want to have to count that again. But let's see. I think it's going to be a short episode today. Oh, reading and watching. Me and my husband, we finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I really enjoyed that show. It was a really good, funny show. It's kind of like The Office. It's got some stuff that carry along into it and it makes it a story throughout, but then it's just fun if you just watch an episode. You're not going to miss anything if you just watch a single episode out of it. So it was really good. We really enjoyed it. What else have we been watching? We've been watching The Chosen. We've really enjoyed that. He has watched all 3 seasons, and I just started season 3, correct? So he has watched all 3 seasons multiple times. This is my first watch through of it, and I'm just now started season 3, and season 4 comes out next year in February, and he is super excited about that. So we can't wait for that to drop. And then there really hasn't been anything else that I've been watching, just regular podcasts and stuff like that. But I have been reading, and I reread Fourth Wing to prepare for Iron Flame that released last week, and that's why I haven't been knitting. I got so caught up in my reading that I stopped knitting and forgot how to multitask. So Iron Flame dropped last week on Tuesday, and I was still reading Fourth Wing. So I powered through Fourth Wing, and I want to say I started Iron Flame last Thursday. I want to say it was an exact week ago that I started Iron Flame, because I had all the intentions to start it on Tuesday, but I wasn't done. Yeah, I started it on November 9th. So when was that? Yeah, that was last Thursday. And I finished it. Did I finish it on Monday? I want to say I finished it on Monday. I had messaged Lisa of 72 Stitches because we were reading it together along with half the country. But I finished that book, and I couldn't. Yeah, I finished it Monday night. No spoilers. I can't put into words how I feel about that book. It ripped my heart out. It stomped on it. It beat it up, and then it put it back in my body and said, "Go on." It was a great book. That series, it's going to, there's the yawn. That series is going to wreck me, and that's only book 2, and there are 3 more, and Rebecca Yarros is devious. That book, if you know, you know. I don't want to give anything away to how the book ends. I'm speechless and just, I can't put into words how I feel about it. But if you are also a reader of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and you feel the same way, there is a podcast called Fantasy Fangirls Podcast. They are on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the podcast platforms, Google Play, and then just the podcast app. Give them a listen. Give them a follow. They are two sisters, Lexi and Nicole, who dive into Fourth Wing and currently Iron Flame. And they also just, they're amazing. But they are able to communicate better on how they feel about how this book ended. But they do spoilers. So if you have not finished it yet, I would not listen to their podcast until you have finished the book, because they are not ashamed to tell you it contains spoilers. They gave us time. They gave us time to finish the book, but it contains spoilers. So if you have not finished it, don't check them out just yet, but definitely do, because they're absolutely amazing. And then next year, they're going to deep dive into the ACOTAR series starting in March. So I have 3 months to read those 5 books, and while I could do that, I don't know if I want to binge all those books that fast. I could easily, but I need... Iron Flame was one of those books that when I finished reading it, I needed a break. Like, I needed to not pick up another book because I wouldn't be able to concentrate on it, because it stole all of my reading thunder. It stole me. Sounds like my washer's getting ready to run away, but it's fine. With Iron Flame, I've not wanted to pick up another book, and I probably won't until next week, just because I need to give myself a breather from reading before I can be emotionally gotta stop it. Before I can be emotionally damaged again. So I'm going to start ACOTAR probably next week. I've got the physical books on that. I read both Fourth Wing and Iron Flame on my Kindle. That is my preferred way of reading, but I currently have all the physical books of ACOTAR, and my husband probably wouldn't appreciate if I went ahead and already bought. He wouldn't appreciate it if I bought books that I already own just to read them on the Kindle. I don't think that would go over very well, but that is our thing going from here on out, is I can buy them on the Kindle and read them first, and then if I like them, I can buy the physical copy to keep on my bookshelf as my pretties. So we'll get to that. Then that's it. We have a birthday next week. My daughter is turning 7. And then in a month, my son is turning 4. And we have Thanksgiving coming up in the States. We have Christmas coming up in a month. Yeah, it's just getting ready. We're getting ready to jump into the busy season, especially for me and my husband. It's one of those that it's going to start and it won't stop until about February. So, woohoo! But I am going to go ahead and end it here. Like I said, I will probably... My goal is to podcast again on the 28th so that I can podcast and edit it and get everything out before the 30th as another reminder for the knit along that we have going on, and hopefully get back into the every other week scenario for it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Like and subscribe. And also, I'm going to include it here at the end again. I have a Ko-Fi account. It'll be linked down below if you want to support the podcast. Everything donated to it goes right back into the podcast for either equipment or giveaways. So if that is something that you're interested in doing, please follow that link below. But it's by no obligation whatsoever. I just enjoy the support that all of my fans provide just by watching. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your November. Hopefully I'll be back on before the end of the month. And I will see you soon. Bye.